Hi everybody, this is Shehbaz and you're watching All of Your Business. In All of Your Business, we talk about economy and major economic events that are happening across the globe and in Pakistan. With our guest, Mr. Mehtab Haider, we are going to talk about various topics that are happening in Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I am fine.
Sir, again, we have changed our environment.
Yes, it's good.
It's good. Sir, my first question to you is that the topic that I'm going to talk about is PM Shehbaz announced a major cut in electricity for industries. So, how much cut is it, and how it is going to affect the industry people?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much for having me. Actually, it is the dire need and it is the major demand of the industrial sector to reduce the cost of doing business in Pakistan. Mm-hmm. And they have two major demands. One is tariff cuts in energy, both in power as well as for gas tariff. That's why the government didn't increase the gas tariff earlier. Now they have provided a major incentive to the industrial sector because Pakistan industrial sector is facing major problem in the context of major developments happening around the globe, especially in the context of tariff incentives provided by EU to our neighboring country, India. So keeping in view this development, there was a major demand from the industrial sector that they require a major incentive. And today, Prime Minister of Pakistan stated that their hands are tied. He didn't mention the IMF, but Government of Pakistan has provided another major incentive to the industrial sector. We should keep in mind that the industrial sector was facing contraction in the last financial year.
Absolutely.
But now it had turned into positive trajectory.
Right.
And it was the dire need that they require a competitive edge comparing with the other regional countries. So keeping in view this whole development, government has provided a major incentive for the industrial sector.
Right, right. So, Finance Ministry sees January inflation in Pakistan at 5 to 6%.
It is the same range and the bandwidth where the Ministry of Finance is projecting that the inflation will hover around into the single digit.
Right.
At the start of this financial year, they have predicted that the inflation will remain 5 to 6%. Although there was a severe floods, but they didn't change the goalpost.
Right.
So they are still predicting that the inflation will remain within the same range, although there were some inflationary pressures we have seen in the recent past that the core inflation has gone up. That's why State Bank of Pakistan preferred to keep policy rate unchanged.
Right.
But overall, headline inflation will remain in the same range, and it's a good news for people of Pakistan.
Right, right. So, can we predict, as an expert, how do you see this percentage in the coming months? Will it rise?
Actually, in the second half of the financial year, from January to June, it is predicted that currently the inflation is hovering around 4 to 5%.
Yeah.
So there might be slight pressure, but overall, this single-digit inflation is good omen for the economy of Pakistan at a time when growth is picking up. That's why, in your earlier question, we have discussed that Government of Pakistan is trying to promote the economic activities. That's why they provided incentive to the industrial sector, because when industrial sector will pick up its pace, it will help to generate the economic growth, and it will help to generate the employment opportunities in Pakistan.
Right. So my next question is very not very. It would not be perceived as a good question to the audience. ECCs has okayed and given a green light to offload regarding the offloading billions of tons of wheat. So how do you see it?
It's a good news.
It's a good news.
It's
Okay.
good news. Why? Because the market was witnessing fluctuating and upsurge in the prices of wheat flour in last couple of months. As we are expecting the new crop is coming after Ramadan, so it is very good decision by the government that they have offloaded 0.5 million tons from PASCO to the market, as well as 0.3 million tons to the Food Department of Punjab. It will help to stabilize the prices of wheat flour in the domestic market.
Right.
Because there was a disruption in the demand and supply, it was resulted into escalating of wheat flour prices in the domestic market, and we have seen in recent months that the prices has gone up.
Right.
So it is a good decision that now the wheat stocks which are available with the government of Pakistan, now they are releasing it. Earlier we were fearing that there might be some shortages, but after this government decision, now it is hoped that the demand and supply gap will be bridged, and it will help to ease down the prices in the domestic market.
Right. So, sir, does that mean that we are going to see the lesser flour prices from now on?
Of course, when the supply will improve, it will help to reduce the prices.
So that's a good news. My
Of
bad.
course it's a
My
good
bad.
news.
Sir, next one is probably not very good news. So farmers are not able to find buyers for the potato crops, and they are very upset. And potato crop worth 3 lakh rupees per acre goes unsold, and farmers are struggling.
Actually, the problem is in Pakistan, when we major production or we are unable to produce more, it causes a problem. It's a management issue. The problem is there is a need to establish cold storages. At the moment, the potato producers are not getting the benefits because their input cost was close to 250 to 300,000 per acre. But now the prices of potato has collapsed. So there is a need to establish cold storages in the country so that the farmers are not getting exploited from the hands of the middleman.
Right.
That is the management issue.
Right. So, sir, does that mean it is going to affect the consumers as well?
Consumers are benefited because the potato prices have reduced significantly, and keeping in view the upcoming Ramadan, when the tomato demand is going to increase, it's good. But there's policy making requires a balancing act, and for the balancing act, the farmers should not be exploited. So that's why I am suggesting that there should be cold storages so that the farmers, when they are unable to get the maximum price, they are able to hold their produce for certain period, and when the market is appetite, they can sell into the market.
Right. So, sir, does that mean we would be able to make pakoras and samosas easily?
No, I think we are able to make more pakoras and samosas, but for health purposes, we should eat less.
Right. Absolutely. So, sir, my next one is related to 5G. 5G spectrum auction to be held on March 10. Sir, what does that mean?
Actually,
And how it is going to be beneficial for us, or does that mean that 5G is finally coming to Pakistan? Can you let our audiences know?
the problem is the information memorandum issued by the Ministry of Information Technology as well as the regulator, Pakistan Telecommunication Authority. They are going to auction the next generation spectrum auction by end of February. But keeping in view the demand from the certain stakeholders, because the major existing cellular players, their parent companies are located outside Pakistan.
Absolutely.
So they have requested the government that they require certain time period for next 10 to 15 days to get permission from their headquarters. So keeping in view their demand, the PTA has announced that the next spectrum auction will be held on March 10 from earlier deadline of February 26 to 28. So they have given extension of only 10 to 12 days period. And it is a good sign because it will help to get good speed of 4G internet.
Right.
And it will also help the cellular companies to launch 5G in Pakistan. It will be done in phases because in the first phase, it will be undertaken in first 4 to 5 major cities. But it will help to achieve the higher speed of internet, which is facing technical and congestion problem at the moment.
Right. So it's a very innocent question. Do you think Pakistan is ready for 5G in terms of technological aspects?
Actually, 5G enabled phones penetration is only 2 to 3%. Because so the government has decided that they will roll out in phases. So in the first phase, the 5G will be launched in Islamabad and 4 major capitals. So it will be rolled out in phases because 5G enabled cellular phones penetration requires certain time frame. That's why it's very important that the government in the next budget must rationalize PTA and other taxes on mobile phones so that their prices should be reduced and people can afford it to procure or buy the 5G enabled phones.
Right. Thank you so much, sir.
Always welcome.
That was all for today. If you want us to discuss some specific topic, do let us know in the comments. Till then, keep watching All of Your Business. This is Shehbaz signing out.